Hey Nailiaddicts, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. It is finally springtime. I know I've been really pushing out the St. Patrick's Day nails, but honestly, St. Patrick's Day is kind of one of my little favorite holidays. I love lime greens, I love the gold, and I could just keep doing nail sets for St. Patrick's Day all year long. However, it is time to move on for spring. So I pulled out, I'm still keeping some green. I found these two dips that I'd never used before. One is from Mystic Moon, which is unfortunately no longer in business, and Devz Dips, which is also unfortunately no longer in business. I love these two colors together. They made the perfect backdrop to something very special that I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be stamping and using watercolor paints to fill in the stamping. For my dip process, it's pretty much the same. I have several videos explaining how I do my dip powder process using dip liquids. Now, unfortunately, these companies, like I said, are not in business anymore. But guess what? I am OCDBeauty.Etsy.com. And if you want these nails on your own hand, I will be glad to make you a set of press-ons. And I also have some dip powders coming out very soon. And I'm going to be expanding my press-on nail sets, which have been doing really, really well. I also do press-ons using my dip powder that I created. So if you're not sure about how to use dip powder, but you like what you see and you're a little afraid to try it on your own, you can always DM me on my Etsy shop and I will be glad to make you a set of press-ons using any dip powder you choose. Now, back to this manicure. So I've already filed and cured it with the activator off camera. Now I'm going in with my top coat, but only on the lime green parts. Like I said, the porcelain color parts are going to have the watercolor paintings on it. So I reserve that to use the matte top coat for. Now here is the most exciting part. This plate that I got from CJS is a recent haul of mine. It was on the clearance rack. And I also think I qualified for some more percent off for being a rewards member. So after that, I went to Amazon and I got these two watercolor palettes from off of Amazon. If you would like, I will link them in my description box. If you just leave it in the comments section, I'll let you know where I got it from. But they are on Amazon. I also have a watercolor kit from Michaels that I only paid $5 for many years ago. It was on clearance. Unfortunately, the one that I picked up had dried out, so I couldn't use it. I do have another one, and I just haven't opened it yet. But these two offered a lot more variety, and the colors seem to be a lot more pigmented. So today I'm going to go ahead and use my ones from Amazon. So with the watercolor, you want to pick a stamp that is not filled in already. You want to pick one that has some open spaces that would allow you to fill it in with watercolors. So even though this is a layered stamping plate, I only did the outline of the butterfly and the flowers and the leaves. I did not do the layer stamp because that would defeat the purpose. So once you stamp the outline of what it is you want, this pen already has water in it. You just squeeze the little tube onto your color choice and it wets it for you. I also have a little damping dish on the side, And that was just to clean off the brush to make sure I didn't transfer any colors to another color. Okay, just correction. The pen doesn't come with water already in it. You have to take it apart and put the water in it yourself. But here, I didn't show y'all that I did that. I just meant that I had already put water in it so it was ready for me to use before I started filming. I've worked with watercolor paints a lot in the past. Painting and coloring is one of my favorite pastimes. And I hadn't done it in a while, so I had to kind of get back used to doing it. And with watercolors, you can oversaturate it or you can take it away. If you just add more water to your brush and no paint, you can actually take the color off. And if you want it a little bit more saturated in certain places, you just add a little more paint into highlighted areas and it comes out really. It's really no right or wrong way for you to do watercolor. It's really what is pleasing to your eye. The one note I do want to make is I did matte top coat these with my iGel Beauty gel matte top, and for some reason I just thought that that was all you needed to do, and you could put your stamp on it. But if you notice, I was really pushing down on that stamper. I was really wiggling it, and that's because the top of the nail was a little too dry. As you can see there, I had to really wiggle that stamp to get that image to transfer. It didn't occur to me that I would need to use some type of sticky base coat after I matte top coated it. I'm gonna have to go back on some more videos to see if that's what you're supposed to do. Because for some reason I thought the sticky top coat would not mix well with the matte, like it would mess it up, and it doesn't. I don't think it would do that. Um, I don't know. I heard that the matte top coat makes it easier for your images to transfer. So I was a little confused why that image wasn't transferring. Don't worry, I'm going to figure it out because I see way more watercolor stamping in my future. I absolutely love this. This was so relaxing. I really hope you guys try this too and let me know how it turns out, because this could be another way to kind of reverse stamp, but a little bit more easier because you're actually doing it on the nail, which means you can see it a little better. When you reverse stamp and the image is kind of small and you have to use these tiny, tiny, like little dots to fill in the image to get it to where it looks like it's been painted. Well, here you're working on a bigger surface, a bigger image. Obviously, the bigger the image is, the more easier it will be for you to paint and fill in. And I'm not saying that you can't do it with smaller images, but for me and my first time, I wanted to get some really big images on the nail so that I would have room to kind of see how this was going to work. Some of these images are really large, uh, a little too large even for a thumbnail. So you want to be mindful on what shape of a nail that you're going to pick when you're looking at these larger images. Also, I want to try this with using the shrinker stamper because I do like that. See, like that big flower right there at the top. I would love to put that on the nail, but I don't know a nail that would be big enough to cover that whole thing. And I want to see if I can use my shrinker to just decrease it just a little bit, just enough to get on a large, like size 0 thumbnail. I don't want to I hate taking away from the size of it. I just don't see how I would be able to get that full image on an average size nail. Okay, I'm going to let this play out for a little bit and I'm going to pop back in later. Of course, Nailiaddicts, what is a set without some type of bling embellishment? I didn't want to go overboard because I really wanted this watercolor to stand out and I didn't want to cover it up with a whole lot of bling. So I chose some jelly colored rhinestones just to barely blend in with the background. And I did a couple of accent images with one colored rhinestone, not too much. I just wanted a little bit of sparkle to add to this beautiful manicure. I absolutely love the way this came out, especially after I top coated it. It just brought it to life. Everything was so pretty, so delicate, just perfect transition into spring. All right, and this is the set completed. I love the way it turned out. I am looking forward to getting more stamping plates that will allow me to do more watercolors. I really enjoyed doing this. It was so relaxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below and let me know if you guys are going to try this for this spring season. Talk to you all later. Bye.